Have you ever jolted awake from a dream where you were being chased through some cosmic realm, dismissing it as just a wild imagination? What if I told you those dreams, and every other weird spiritual experience you've had, are absolutely real? What if I told you the most powerful people on earth are spiritually stalking you, desperate to steal your unique divine insights? Sounds wild, right? But stick with me, because what I'm about to reveal will validate every moment you felt watched, every time you just knew something without being taught, and every situation where you felt utterly drained around certain people. Right now, as you're watching this, an invisible war is raging, and most people have no idea. The very leaders we think run this planet, presidents, prime ministers, the elite, are spiritually bankrupt. So bankrupt, in fact, they've set up a shadow operation to siphon your natural connection to divine intelligence. And here's the kicker. They're using your own soulmates and twin flames as Trojan horses to infiltrate your energy field. By the end of this video, you'll finally understand why you felt so out of place in this world, why certain people drain your energy, why those agent-chase dreams keep happening, and most importantly, why your moment of recognition is coming sooner than you think. Let's start with who you really are, because most chosen ones have no idea how incredibly powerful they are. You are what we call a grid worker. You're an energetic, divine being whose very body is equipped to channel higher dimensional wisdom. And I'm not talking about basic light codes you see on social media. I'm talking about profound insights, knowledge, and understanding that would literally fry most people's systems. Imagine trying to plug a supercomputer into a standard wall outlet. It would blow a fuse, right? Most people's spiritual circuitry would burn out instantly. But you're built differently. Your body can accumulate, transmute, and metabolize this high-level cosmic energy without breaking down. That's why you get those random downloads at 3 a.m. That's why you suddenly know things without ever reading a book. That's why you see patterns and connections others completely miss. This isn't some new age fantasy. This is divine hierarchy in action. There are levels to this spiritual game, and you're operating on a much higher frequency. Your insights aren't just random thoughts. They are codes of wisdom very few can access because their bodies simply can't process them. This is your divine inheritance. Here's something that will completely shift your understanding of reality. The separation of Earth has already occurred. Right now, as we speak, you are existing simultaneously in two different realities. There's this Earth, the one that feels heavy and chaotic, and then there's the separated Earth, where a golden age is already unfolding. That feeling you get, like you remember heaven, like there's somewhere else you truly belong. That's because a part of you is literally there right now. You're living in both the aftermath of a cosmic separation and the promised land at the same time. That gap you feel, that sense of not quite seeing the full picture, that's because you are bridging both realities simultaneously. Many talk about the 144,000 in spiritual circles. That's you. These are the beings who exist on both frequencies, both planets. While many are waiting for some big apocalyptic event, the perspective I received is entirely different. It has already happened. If time exists simultaneously, then we are living in the aftermath of the separation and in the promised land. Now, pay close attention, because this is what Spirit made incredibly clear. Energetic siphoning isn't just about day-to-day relationships. What you're seeing is a smaller diagram of a much larger scheme. Those of you who resonate with existing on two timelines, with a part of you in what I'd call heaven, your energy is being explicitly targeted by world leaders. Their bodies are too spiritually denigrated, too corrupted to download their own insights. So what do? They spiritually bind their fields with grid workers like you. They cheat off your divine homework. They're using you as a spiritual GPS system to navigate decisions they're too corrupted to make on their own. These people have maintained their power by hijacking the downloads and insights of the divine beings who are supposed to maintain natural order on this planet. This is the true war behind all the external chaos we see. This sounds crazy, you might be thinking. But let me ask you something that will validate every weird experience you've had. A lot of you have likely resonated with messages about entities or vampires entering your dream space, interviewing you, or even literal agents chasing you through the astral realm, like something out of a sci-fi movie. You might even have spiritual protectors, animal spirit guides, or guardian beings who show up in these dreams. Those aren't random nightmares or your imagination running wild. Those are actual spiritual encounters. You're being targeted because of what you carry, and those protective beings, those are the uncorrupted parts of your identity, parts of you connected to your higher dimensional self that don't even resonate with being human. Every time you felt like someone was watching you in your sleep, every time you woke up feeling like information was extracted, every time you had those interview dreams where entities questioned you, all of that was real. You've been living in the middle of a cosmic operation most people don't even know exists. Most people are waiting for some future event, some grand awakening. But you're already living in it. The separation has occurred, the golden age exists, and you're participating in both realities right now. That feeling of displacement, that's because you're literally bridging two different versions of Earth simultaneously. This explains so much about your journey and why it's been so difficult. Many of you have encountered people who once resonated with the heaven frequency, who knew where they came from, but got so lost in the forgetting of this reality that they became torturers themselves. Like Dean from Supernatural, who became a torturer in hell to escape his own torment. The agents of this matrix have used these compromised beings, who share your frequency signature, as doorways into your energy field. It's the perfect infiltration system. Your heart naturally wants to connect with other awakened souls, but some of those souls have been compromised and turned into weapons against you. This is why you've met so many in the spiritual community who seemed enlightened but left you drained and confused. This is why your journey has felt like an uphill battle. The Matrix controllers have strategically placed corrupted lightworkers in your path to throw you off course and tap into your energy without your permission. And many of you, whether you know it or not, find yourselves in places or situations you have a hard time leaving or being accepted into. That's not coincidence. That's strategic positioning by these controllers, who created a spiritual GPS system to track divine beings like you. They know where you are. They know how to access your energy field remotely. They've positioned corrupted souls around you to act as energetic bridges between your divine downloads and their desperate need for higher wisdom. You're being kept in spiritual containment zones, where your energy can be harvested more efficiently. And the fact that you do it, that's your power. It's not about being tyrannical. It's about embodying divine order, wisdom, and understanding, which inherently creates freedom. But for too long, these beings, these ascended masters, who simultaneously exist in both the separated and descended earth, instead of anchoring light and guiding humanity, have been tailed and spiritually bound to these world leaders. They've become the hidden hand, the secret force behind these leaders' ability to conquer or foresee things they never should have, because their hearts and intentions are too impure to download those insights themselves. They have rigged who is in control. They can't get rid of the Most High, so they appropriate the Most High, using the Most High's descendants to maintain power. If this energy siphoning wasn't happening, these leaders would have spiritual blindness. They couldn't see a rock coming straight for their forehead with their eyes wide open. That's how little vision they truly have. Instead, they perform rituals, mine for energetic hotspots, where grid workers like you, who have mostly forgotten who they are and haven't shielded their energy, are left open. And these are civilians. I need that to be clear. Not CIA agents, not secret societies. We're talking about your grandma, the cashier, the mail carrier. Ordinary people living ordinary lives, simultaneously existing as royalty in a separated dimension, completely unconscious of their true identity, getting their energy harvested by those who know exactly what they're stealing. This shadow operation is now coming to the forefront because many of these chosen ones, these 144,000, are sealing off their energy. As this happens, there's going to be a blackout, a spiritual bankruptcy for the controllers. But right now, they're actively working to prevent this power shift. So they summon these souls into rituals, into specific coordinates, mining them for information without their knowledge. They use technology, they use spiritual tools, all while pretending to be in power. They're not. They're cheating off your homework, your divine DNA, your earned frequency codes. Every time you feel inexplicably drained around certain people, every time you wake up more tired than when you went to sleep, every time you feel like your ideas are stolen or show up in others' work, that's this system in action. Imagine if these people were given actual authority. This is what's coming. I don't know what timeline it's on, but I'm channeling a message from a very futuristic timeline that's also very much present, sooner than we think. There will be a time when these souls are brought to the forefront. I've seen it in a dream, prophets yanked from hiding, with knowledge buried deep in their chests that presidents, prime ministers, kings, and queens of this matrix couldn't access. They had to come directly to these people and say, "We need your help." They couldn't steal it ritually anymore. That's where we're going. In this vision, these so-called powerful people are desperate, on their knees, begging for access to divine wisdom because their shadow operations were exposed and shut down. All their technology, their wealth, their political power meant nothing when they couldn't access the cosmic intelligence needed to navigate the shifting timeline. A lot of the fear-mongering about energetic attacks and dark ages. That's projection. That's the fear of the controllers being broadcast through their compromised spiritual influences. They want you to think you're under attack so you stay in fear, keeping your energy signature low and accessible. The truth is they're the ones under attack. Their entire system is collapsing as more chosen ones wake up and start shielding their energy. Every time someone like you recognizes their worth and stops giving their power away, another piece of their parasitic network crumbles. And it's sooner than we think. The people who were supposed to support you, who were meant to walk alongside you in this mission, got manipulated into becoming the very weapons used against you. Now they're facing cosmic consequences that ripple across both dimensions of reality. Some of your deepest connections, people you felt an instant recognition with, made choices that created permanent rifts in the fabric of your shared spiritual destiny. The love might still be there, the connection still real, but the timeline for reunion has been severely damaged. They're making this blackout seem like an energetic attack, but it's an energetic realignment. These forces who used ascended masters as a roadmap, without them actually being in power as they should, are being exposed. These grid workers are meant to be in power not through tyranny, but because the Most High ordained it, because they embody divine order and light, allowing divine downloads to metabolize in their bodies, allowing them to see the whole board. You are the realignment. Every time you recognize your worth, shield your energy, and refuse to be spiritually vampired by people who haven't earned access to your frequency, you're participating in the greatest power shift this planet has ever seen. You're not crazy for sensing something bigger. You're not paranoid for feeling watched or tracked. You're not imagining the spiritual warfare around you. All those experiences, those dreams with agents chasing you, those moments of information extraction, it was all real. You've been living in the middle of a cosmic operation most people don't even know exists. But now you know. Now you understand why you felt so displaced, why this world never quite felt like home, why you always sensed you were meant for something bigger. You are something bigger. You're a divine being temporarily wearing human skin to anchor higher frequencies on a planet that desperately needs cosmic wisdom. You're not here by accident. You're here on assignment. You're part of a celestial intervention planned across multiple timelines and dimensions. The separation has already happened. The golden age already exists. You're already living in paradise. You just need to tune into the right frequency to see it clearly. As more chosen ones remember who they are and shield their energy from unauthorized access, this whole illusion of separation is going to collapse. Every time you trust your intuition over external authority, every time you choose love over fear, every time you stand in your truth despite opposition, you're fulfilling your cosmic mission. You're helping to restore divine order to a planet that has been operating under spiritual theft for far too long. This is your time. This is your moment. Stop giving your power away to people who haven't earned it. Stop allowing corrupted souls to drain your divine downloads. Start recognizing yourself as the cosmic royalty that you actually are. The universe has been waiting for you to remember. The separated earth, the golden age dimension, has been waiting for you to step into your full power. Your spiritual family in the higher realms has been waiting for you to shield your energy and complete your mission. You are the solution this world has been waiting for. You are the divine intervention that's going to restore cosmic order to this planet. It's time to act like it. It's time to stop playing small in a reality that was designed to keep you disconnected from your true nature. Your time of hiding is over. Your time of recognition is here. Your time of stepping into full spiritual authority has arrived. The Most High didn't send you here to struggle in obscurity. You were sent here to restore divine order and show this world what real spiritual power looks like when it's operating from love, wisdom, and cosmic intelligence.